Good morning. Welcome to Sunset Stables. If you don't know me, I'm Karen. Today we're going to let the goats out, get them some sunshine before the rain comes for the next few days. First, I want to put up my new sign. I'm super excited about this. What do you think, Toby? Skittles? Well, that's not going to work very well, is it? Because they're just going to beat it up. I need it. All right, I'm going to give our girls their morning feed. Got some kids start for the babies. And a little mixture of some custom feed and alfalfa pellets for the older girls. We've been using this bioworma to help with parasite controls. And so far, I really like it. The girls seem to not mind it. And I've also noticed some nice shiny coats. So, extra bonus. Come on, ladies. Let's get the babies. Hi, babies. Oh, my. Okay. Come on, everybody. Follow me. Emmy. Come on, Emmy. Emmy's still learning the ropes a little bit. She's our newest lady. Come on, babes. Oh, doggy. Hey, come on. Hershey. Come on, Emmy, Ellie. Good girls. Good girls. Ah, always under my feet, though, aren't you? All right, Mama's over here. Usually I don't do this at the same time. So here, babies, 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 babies. Daisy, be nice. You want some water? The fresh cold water is always the best. All right, let's put it back over here under the shade. Keep it cool throughout the day. It's a hot one. Come on, girls. Hershey, you want some water? You want some water? These shiny bowls. You love them, don't ya? Here's little Ellie. She's got the prettiest blue eyes and her little waddles. Oh, she's a love bug. Aren't you, baby? Aren't you, baby? Well, those are interesting little noises. Huh? What you doing?
Can you take her?
No, you got her.
It's really heavy.
I know, she's a little chunk of monk. Yes.
I'm
Got one escapee. Her little sister's calling for her. Yes, I know she's a little chunk-a-monk. Girls, back up. This is not ideal. You gotta get everybody in their rightful... No. Honey, back up. Back up, please. Thank you. Once we get you guys in your rightful place, this won't be such a fiasco trying to get in and out of gates. Drives me a little nutty.
I think you should put the sign on this gate.
What do you think about that, Kevin? We don't need it though, buddy. It's your face, Toby. Hey, Toby, you're so handsome. Look at you with your pretty eyes. What are the chances I come out later and this sign is gone? So you might have seen on one of my shorts on our YouTube channel that we use these Spalding Labs fly predators, and they have helped us tremendously on the farm with the amount of flies that we have. It's gotten a little bit more wet. We've had more storms coming through, and that always seems to be when the flies come out the most. They're these little bugs that hatch, and what they do is they will eat the fly eggs and larvae before they become a problem. So all you do is sprinkle them where you have a lot of flies. You can even do manure piles. I don't know why she does that. That's the feed bucket, but she thinks it's her little nest. So again, I highly recommend these Spalding fly predators. Tiniest little bugs do a tremendous amount of work. I will link in the description if you're interested in finding out more or getting some for yourself. You won't regret it. I'm going to grab a bale of hay here for the girls. Probably give some to the boys. And we always do kind of a late morning, early afternoon refill for the horses. Check their water buckets, hay, get them through till dinner. Don't mind our barn, it's messy. We have the boys' shelter coming in about a week or so. I cannot wait to get them moved outside in their own area so they can stop doing that. That will allow me also to get the girls moved over there, give them a little bit more space inside until we get their area finished and they can move outside. And then this will just be for babies in the future, for milking in bad weather, things like that. It'll be great. Hey, Jelly. Try to step back more, Charlotte, and just get more of us in the picture so you're not doing that so much. Great hay. What's the matter? Want some hay? Okay, we're gonna go down to the garden here real quick. Yesterday, I pulled out our onions because it was dry yesterday. We have a dry day today, and we got a couple days of rain coming. So I wanted to let them get out of the ground and dry off a little bit before we take them into the basement for curing. I'm just gonna check and see where they're at. These are the onions that I pulled yesterday. We've got some red and some yellow. I was looking for a better harvest, but it's not bad. It's not bad. These are actually drying quite nicely. There were a few that just were not in good shape, and I had to put in the compost pile. So I'll leave those out for the rest of the day, and then I can bring them in to put in the basement where we cure them. This tomato plant has gotten too heavy and needs a better stake. But it is filled with Roma tomatoes. Super excited about those. I just need them to start turning red and ripen. Going to do just a quick check over here on the pumpkins. I kind of just stuck them in the ground here amongst all this extra manure that I'm lying down to let sit for next year. This one looks to need some water here. It's hurting a little bit. Flowers are drying up, unfortunately, so we're going to get that taken care of. This one looks to be doing awesome. Growing really well. Nice and large. Beautiful flowers. Some bees in there at the moment pollinating. That's what we want to see. Another good looking one over here. So I am in the middle of dyeing off the grass, laying down the weed protector barrier fabric, and installing a fence. And for fencing, I decided to do a cattle panel with some hardwire attached on the bottom half. And my hopes is that it will keep out the deer, it will keep out the chipmunks, the rabbits, the squirrels, and all the things that like to come in here. But it also makes a great trellis. So here we have our loofah growing, doing nicely, but you can see something has been munching on it. So I think the fencing is going to help a lot. The loofah we grow for a few things. Sometimes I will dry it and cut it up and put it in some bars of soap, but I also like to cut them, sew them up, and make little dish scrubbies with them. That is actually my favorite thing to do. So if you're interested in seeing those, I can link our store down in the description and you can take a look. Calendula, elderberry, these are just things that have sprouted from my original elderberry, so I'm excited to have those in the future. Our sweet potatoes are coming back. Those were a nice meal. Raspberries, things that still need to get into the ground actually. Today would be, or this evening would be a great time to do that before all the rain comes. So I'll see if I can get to that. Bees seem to be doing great. Enjoying this nicer weather. You can see that pollen coming in. See if I can get a nice zoom in there. It's so cute to see the pollen collected on their little legs as they take it back into the hive. We'll be harvesting some honey here soon. Sometimes you get a nice whiff of the honey from standing just a few feet away from the hive if the wind blows just right. Sorry, bad camera work there. There they are. Good job, ladies. I think everybody that is capable should have bees. They're so good for our environment, for our food. And yeah, I'm allergic, but I still wear protection and get it done. Just a quick look. This is probably my favorite little section of the garden this year. These tall, beautiful flowers that have grown self-seeded and grown around the fountain. And then over here, I do have a few things that I need to remove. This fruit tree of sorts did not do well, but you can see some calendula, cosmos popping up, and it's just so pretty. Watching them blow in the wind, the bees loving it. Here's our butternut squash. It's a shame. We've got some great fruit, but the plant is hurting. And that is due to that squash bug that we are still battling. You can even see some little ones down in here. Just young destroyers. But these ones here should be ready to harvest soon. And then we can let them cure in the basement as well. This one up here is still a little bit too green. We found some little pickling cucumbers that I think we can get in there and harvest. Interesting shaped ones. Grab that other one in there. Good job. And then there's one over here next to the tomato and basil. Right down in there. They don't usually grow so pear-shaped, but that's okay. We could probably let them go a little bit longer, but I'm a little afraid to, because if I don't get out here and do it today, it could be a few days and then we have a whole different type of fruit. We're about to have our first pepper harvest here soon. That's awesome. Come over here. I think I saw one that looks to be, yeah, this one here. Something is getting to it. So we're just going to discard that. But we're keeping an eye on those. Give them a little bit longer to grow. And then we'll harvest those. Good morning. Don't judge me on this. This is my, I just woke up. I'm still trying to recuperate. But we are excited to try something new today. We decided to invest in a small milking machine. Excuse me, just in case my daughter and I are out of town, or and someone else needs to step in, or just, you know, something to have as backup. And it's just a small little machine that will do the 2 goats that we plan to have at a time milking. So let's check in and see how that's going. Good girl, Emmy. I know it's not the funnest thing. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are, baby. You're a good girl. Get your brain? Good girl. Hey there, friends. I just wanted to share with you the milking machine that we had purchased. Like I mentioned earlier, we just plan to milk 2 of our does at a time. So we opted for a 3-liter bucket, which is a nice size, even for my 10-year-old to handle. It can be a little intimidating, and there's a little one here on the machine, or the power. So you just literally pop everything in where it goes. Even here on the top of the can, you can see a 2 and a 3. So that's where these pieces will all go. There's a little switch to turn it on and off. You have your little, I'm not sure what you would call these, but you know, you'll put it together to kind of cut off the airflow from the tube. And obviously the little cups that attach to the other. It's been working really well for us. It's quick, it's efficient, and it's a great thing to have as backup. So I highly recommend it. It was purchased through Amazon. I will have the link in the description for you below if you're interested in checking it out. It's also, I believe, very cost efficient. So it's, you know, some of those things can have quite a hefty price tag, but this I felt was well worth the price.